Hey guys, welcome to number 15 of the Derby Crow Road Live, and to start off this episode, we're still in the January transfer window. Don't know if we're going to be able to get any more business done until now in the end of the window, because we've got 0 in the transfer budget and 0 in the wage, and even if we do sell some players, I might be tempted just to keep that money in the bank, just in case if we do need to negotiate contracts and bring players from the youth academy to the first team. So we're going to go into this first game against Millwall, a game that we do need to win if we are going to stay in this top 2 position. If we lose this game, we could drop down out of the playoffs altogether. So now that we've got Wisdom back, I'm feeling a little bit more confident. With Jamie Hansen, I don't mind him playing in the occasional game, but back-to-back games like he did, it just didn't go well for him. So we are going back to the original 4-2-3-1. I was going to go for a 4-3-3, but since we got Wisdom back, we should be able to get back to winning ways. I've also put Forsyth in at left back. I feel like Max Lowe just let me down a couple of times in those games, and we could have potentially won. Hopefully we can get the win and get us back onto winning ways. Looking at the Millwall team, then they've gone for a 4-4-2. I remember Archer doing really well, and actually, like, I think we drew. I'm pretty sure we drew the last game against Millwall, and I think it was Gregory with a late goal. Maybe they even won the game. I'm not 100% sure, but nevertheless, I hope we do win this game and just get us back onto winning ways. It's almost like we're like Derby County in real life, because when it hits the end of the year, we just turn to shit for the next couple of months, and then we just kind of drop out of it, and then we'll have a nice little run till the end of the season. But I'm kind of trying to get us out of that ruck and hopefully get the win in this match. On to Vidra now out to wide to Moses with the shot. Can he get the finish? No, he can't. It's just one of the posts. Would have been nice to get that goal just earlier on in the half, because it's a lot of pressure when we do concede the first goal to get back into it and then to even try and win, especially away from home at the Den. Chance here just before half time to open up the play with the shot from Vidra. Really good save from Archer, and he's made that save on the line again. That was incredible from Archer. I said before the game he was an incredible keeper in the reverse fixture. It kind of was an easy save, but at the same time, to do the double save there was very good indeed. Still a chance to get a goal just before half time, which I hope to do. Oh, really shit here. Fucking hell. What is that shit? Pointed that way. So down to my fullback, Wisdom. I really don't understand this game at times. I really don't have. I concede one of those like literally every 5 episodes. And it's just like one of them, like, I've pointed in the direction I wanted it, but the game's gone, we're gonna pop it in the other direction. So now we've got a bigger mountain to climb. We've got to score a goal to get the equaliser, to get anything from the game, and then we've got to get another to get the win, if we can get the win. Penno, we got a penno. Got a bit of a lifeline. Moses Simon taken out from behind. No booking for the defender Meredith. But at least we've got that penalty. We've got that chance to get back into it. He's gone through the back of him. Who do we have to take the penalty? Vidra seems to be the one. Yeah, I think he's the best to do the job. But I've gone left most of the time, so I'm thinking of going right this time. So I'm going to go right. Quite a decent amount of power on that, and we put it away very nicely indeed. 20 minutes to go to get the winner now. We would be in the lead, but the game's a little bit broken. / I'm a bit lazy to press. If I pressed the left stick in to make it first person, I would have easily passed the ball to my fullback. But instead, I really don't understand the pointer when it's still at like telly position. But nevertheless, back in the game now. Wisdom doing really well. Actually, he's held up that side very nicely. Still a good chance here if we can turn, and being taken out again with another penalty. That was actually a really nice transition. How the way that Thorne went down was very realistic to how someone would have been tackled in real life. But 2 penalties Millwall have given away. The way that he just turns him and he's just taken out from behind. The pressure is on Vidra now. If Vidra can put this, well, if I can put this away, that's the question. We're going to go the same direction. And we've scored. We've got the winner, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I said I've got the winner in the game. Was it the last game? And then they scored in the last like 5 minutes, but I hope we do have the winner with there. Vidra, a couple from the penalty spot. It doesn't matter if he scores them as long as they're in the back of the net. Wasn't the best penalty in the world, but 8th goal this season. And there we are, full time against Millwall. We've picked up our first win in about 45 days, so it's been well overdue. But we managed to do it. We definitely did deserve it. 10 shots for us, only 3 for Millwall. I know it was only a couple of penalties, but we started a lot of chances in that game. So we are on transfer deadline day now. Daniel Sturridge just has gone to Watford. I could see that deal happening, you know. If Watford have a decent season, I could see Daniel Sturridge leaving for a team like Watford. But looking at our transfer hub, we still have Tom Huddleston in the club. And there are a few players we could potentially get here. Not for the best of deals, but for a deal at the end of the day. It's better than nothing. I'm really annoyed that you can't sign players that have got 6 months left on their contract. So I'm going to try and get Anthony Evans here. It'd be interesting to see if Everton are interested in Tom Huddleston, the only player that I can really put into these deals. They are interested in 270k for Evans, but they do want a 2% sell-on fee. So what I'm actually going to do, because we don't have that much money, and we'll need that money if he's going to sign for the club. I'm going to put a 250k bid plus 15% sell-on clause. Be interested to see if Everton do accept this. They've gone all the way up to 590k when they were just accepting bids of a lot lower. So I really don't know what I've done to piss them off, but I really can't go much higher than 250k because then it just won't give me an option to sign him on the contract stage. So we're gonna have to give him 25, and it's just too high. I can't do it for that much basically. So we're gonna have to end negotiations there, unfortunately. Maybe we can get Evans in the future, but for the time being, we just don't have the funds, unfortunately. It's literally, these deals are lying on the fact of whether the club is interested in Tom Huddleston or not, and a lot of the time, they're just not. So we did send the scout out to France, and he has come back with Javier Milo. Looks like a very good player. He's got 60 rating already, same as Brandon Lee. Not quite as good potential. So he's probably on about the same level as him, and I think we'll just bring him into the senior team. We do need to do it for a objective for the season, so we need to get that sorted as quickly as possible. Obviously the contract has been accepted there, that's good to see, and it just means we make a signing. Really, wasn't exactly the signing we wanted, but at least we've got somebody in. Here we are then at Pride Park, looking at the Brentford lineup. Hopefully it's not too strong. We have put Huddleston in for Thornton. They've got Alan Judge on the left-hand side, Vibe up front, and David Bentley and Goal Belland in the defence as well. I think we drew last time against Brentford, so at home, I hope we can get the win. I've decided to put Huddleston in just so we can keep that value from now until the end of the season, because if we just leave him on the reserves, he could drop absolute tons. Ball now into Moses in a great position. He has managed to get a hand to it, David Bentley, but the ball has gone into the back of the net for Moses to get his second goal. In 2 games now, I think, or maybe 3. I think it's 3 actually. So, yeah, really nice back heel from Martin. I thought the keeper had saved it for a moment, but luckily went into that bottom left. And I was going to change his number to number 7, but I don't know. That number 22 just does kind of look right on him. Corner here now, 30-ish minutes to go. We have got an injury to Clark. Decent corner as well. Back in the middle. And in that bottom corner, just like that, just really annoying goals that I've conceded. Just as they make the sub as well. I don't know if it's the guy who's just come off the bench, maybe. It might be, actually. Yeah, just went into the back post. A couple of players just, I don't know, just kind of dinked it back in the middle when I could have just flicked it behind him instead. And I think it was Moses Simon who came off the post a little bit too early, maybe Wisdom. I think it was actually Wisdom. But yeah, we're going to have to get back into it again, which is a bit of a shame. On to David Nugent now. Can we take a shot from here and score? I thought I'd done it. I thought I'd genuinely scored there. He is an incredible man, David Nugent, at 32. Almost got the goal there. 5 minutes to go. I still think we could nick it. Ball out here to Jordan Ibe. He has got a great chance to get a shot on target. He's done it, and he's put it into the bottom right-hand corner, 90th minute, to win the game and to put us top of the table. He is a great impact sub, I must say, Jordan Ibe. He's just that little dynamic, really nice back heel from Nugent into Vidra, then with the right foot on that left hand side, like Lawrence likes to play as well. Both of them are just so good. It's nice that we've got these options, especially now we've got Moses Simon with his ridiculous, like you think Jordan Ibe's fast. Moses Simon is like 3 times faster. And there it is, full time against Brentford. We have won the game and taken all 3 points. A really important victory actually these last 2 games. We've had to really try to get the win, and we've managed to do it. So Brereton is complaining that he deserves a bigger role at the club. It's just like, when you are doing so well, it's kind of difficult to get the player involved. As you can see, we're 3 points clear at the top of the table. I think it's a good way to end off the episode. Obviously not the most of exciting deadline days with only Johnny Russell going out, but it does mean we can bring in youth players that means we hit our objectives for the season, so it technically means we keep our job. So maybe that's slightly more important than signing a player that we technically don't need to sign anyway. But yeah, we've got this objective here. We need to play a youth player in 10 games. I think, yeah, 2 players in 10 games. So I don't know if you can play one player in 5 and then the other player in 5, or you have to play 10 for both. I'm not too sure. But yeah, the only real objective we can do is gain automatic promotion. So we just need to finish in the top 2 and play those youth players. So pretty simple. Fulham have actually gone into 2nd position at the moment, but if Brentford do win, they will go back up, and they'd only be a point away from us. So it is still very tight indeed. Obviously Bjarnason leading the scoring. Martin dropped down to about 10th there, but still top of the assists, both him and Vidra with 11 and 10. Then Baluli with 6 is not bad. So I think on that note we're going to end off the episode here. If you did enjoy this episode, make sure you drop a like. Seems like Callum Guy has been loaned. Bit weird, because it's not going to happen until the end of the season, so it's like I really don't get this game at times. But nevertheless, we're going to end off the episode here. We are top of the table by at least 3 points at the moment, but it depends on other results, of course. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave a like, leave a comment, and see you soon. Bye.